Hi, my name is Eric Wilson. I'm a 30-year independent licensed mechanic. In the next short while, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2017 Nissan Ultima, so you can make yourself an informed decision. Now, coming in on the front left tire, you got about 50% tread. Down a bit, but definitely not out. Now, coming behind the front left tire, first of all, this is your lower ball joint. Now, this is critical. It's the one thing that holds the wheel to the chassis. It is tight. This rubber boot is called the outer CV boot, and it's full of grease, and it's important not to be ripped, because if it was, it'd be grease all over the place, but it lubricates the axle going forward. This here is the inner CV boot. Now, that is well full of grease. More importantly, look behind it. See how clean that is? That's important, because that's a leak point. If it was going to leak, you'd see it right there, red fluid, tranny fluid, and nobody needs a leak on their driveway. Now, this is your left outer tie rod. Now, this is critical. This is the only thing that holds the left wheel to the steering, and that is tight. This is your left sway bar link connected from here up to there. Now, that's important because it dampens the sway as it goes around the corner. Now, checking for, okay, there's another shot of your tranny. Bone dry, which is incredible, which is nothing but good. Bottom of the tranny here, bottom of the motor here. No, I'm not seeing any visible leaks whatsoever. Now, this right here, catalytic converter, nothing wrong with it. Big problem though is people are reaching under and going cut, laying on the ground and going cut, and in less than 5 minutes, they're taking that cat, getting $100 at the wrecking yard, and you got about $1,000 repair. Now, if you buy the vehicle, I am going to put a catalytic theft protection system on it at no cost, because I just don't want to see that happen to you, and it doesn't have to, and I can stop it. Now, coming across to the front right tire, get about 50% tread on your tread there, which is no down a bit, but definitely not out. Right outer tie rod, good and tight. Right sway bar, lower ball joint is tight. Right outer CV boot, good and dry. Right inner CV boot, good and dry. Right sway bar link connected from here up to there, intact, doing its job. Your brakes, on your brakes, you've got about, I'm going to say 20,000 K. Down a bit, but definitely not out. Lots of brakes left for a while yet. Now, following down the exhaust and looking for any, I'm very, very clean. I mean, I'm not even seeing surface rust as far as the bottom of the car. Yeah, a little bit of surface rust, but other than that, nothing major in the rust issue. Now, the left rear tire, about 60% tread. Yeah, a little bit more on the rear than you have on the front there. So some good tread left. Your left rear spring suspension intact, no cracks, no breaks. Your left rear shock, now, this shock is full of oil, and if it was leaking, you see it dripping all the way down there. That is good and dry. On your brakes, the amount of K left in your front, on your rear brakes, I'm going to say about 20,000 K left on there. Down a bit, but definitely not out. Okay, and your left sway bar link connected from here to here, intact and doing its job. Now, coming across to the right rear tire, about 60% tread, a little more tread on the rear than you have on the front. Right rear spring suspension, good and tight. Your right rear shock, full of oil, good and dry. Good and dry. Your brakes, about 20,000 K left. On, yeah, I'm not seeing any brake-wise, leak-wise, and suspension-wise issues on the right, rear, or left. Your exhaust intact, no cracks, no breaks. Now, with the scanner plugged in, it says codes found 0. So there is no check engine codes, which is a good sign. No cracks in your windshield, dash very clean. Now I'm going to take you out and show you the condition of the motor. Okay, with a shot of the motor running, very, very smooth. Okay, shot of the exhaust, very, very clean. Now, this is a sample of what I'm going to use just to protect your cat. I'm going to clamp these on the catalytic converter top and bottom. And remember, people laying on the ground, they reach up, they hit these clamps, and they say, forget it, they move on. In addition to that, I'm also going to put these two things on your, first, this is going to go on the fuel line of your motor, and this is going to go onto the OBD2 port, and the combination of these two things are going to give you 15% better mileage. I know, I've done it for 30 years. It's never ever failed. In addition to that, I'm going to give you 2 more of these, and I'm going to show you where to put them on your house, on the furnace, the fuel, the natural gas line to your furnace, and the natural gas line to your water heater. And this alone is going to save you 10% on your natural gas, on your fuel bill for your house. It's going to save 10%, and it never fails and it never stops. Now, not only am I going to save you fuel, 15% fuel, but I'm going to save you money and heating your house as well and your water. So that's if you buy. This is free for nothing. And I look forward to showing you the inside story on any vehicle you're interested in, because I am the Cowboy Mechanic.